Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. Today we're going to build a farm from scratch. A new feature that is in this game is the ability to place down all sorts of different types of buildings, including your farmhouse, buying land, putting down barns, and laying out the farm how you see fit and building it anywhere. Well, this is about the best place we can put it, by the way. This is where the game typically would put its own farm, but we're going to go ahead and build our own. So if you want to see more of this, make sure you go ahead and click or tap that like button and subscribe if you're new around these parts, so that way you can see more Farming Sim 19 on the channel. We're going to go ahead and go right into our menu here to put down buildings and placeables. You see here that we can put down all sorts of different animal pens, chicken coops, cow pastures, etc., etc., etc. But first we need to be able to, in order to place these things, we need to buy land. So I'm going to hit escape here. We're going to go over to this section here, press X, and it brings up land that we can purchase. You can see here that there's several different areas that are available for purchase. We're going to purchase 24, 25, 26, and 19 here. As you can see, they're separated by these two fields. So we're going to go ahead and double click here and make a purchase, and we'll go ahead and buy this one for 210,000, and then this section here as well. Now keep in mind, you'll need a lot of money in order to get started here, because not only do you have to buy both plots of land, you also have to build your farm and buy your equipment. So it's going to take quite a bit of money in order to do that. Let's go ahead and go to farmhouses. Then we're going to put our farmhouse down, which we can spawn at any time that we want to. And so this will basically be like a hot travel point and completes our farm. We can put the house pretty much anywhere as well, so long as it's on flat land, and it'll spawn in. And I think it's actually over here in the original game. So we're going to change our own layout a little bit, kind of mix things up if we can with the arrow keys. And I think by holding shift we can rotate a little bit faster, I think. There we go. And we're going to lay it out. Let's see which way seems best. This seems like we would be pulling up the truck over here. So let's put the house somewhere over here. And the land's going to flatten out and get rid of all the bushes for us. So it should look very realistic. Boom! Not too bad. Not too bad indeed. So as you can see, there's the farmhouse down there. We can see it from here. We're going to also need some grain silos and a few other things. We're going to start out small because we don't have too much money. 180 is actually a little better than the large silo extension. We will need an area to dump it off. Let's start with that. We'll put our large grain silo down somewhere out there, and I think we'll probably put it maybe over here would be a good spot for our grain silo. Let's see if we can squeeze it in, and we'll put it somewhere near this field here, and our tractor should be able to drive around it. It'll automatically put down asphalt around it as well, so that's a nice thing to kind of flatten out the land and make it look a little more realistic. There we go. There's our silo now with lots of room around it in order to kind of maneuver as needed. All right, let's go ahead and put down some sheds now, and something to store our vehicles. We'll start with the easy shed, and we'll place that anywhere that we can. Let's see what a good area to store vehicles would be. Boy, right next to the farmhouse would be good. Also, this storage area, I wonder if it can go on to the back of here. Looks like we'll need clear area in order for it to be built. But one cool thing about it is that it also puts down asphalt underneath. So again, if you're looking to clear land underneath, all you have to do is click and it'll be placed right there. Let's go ahead and back this one up a little bit and put it up against this wall here. Not this wall, but just by the trees. And we'll kind of scoot it over closer to the silo. It should look pretty decent once we put it down. And indeed it does. Boom, another little vehicle storage down. I don't know yet if you can mow some of this lawn out of the way, but it would be nice to grab a lawnmower and just kind of cut some of this stuff out of the way. Otherwise, kind of looks a little weird. But you can see some pathways going this way, so it looks realistic to where we would park vehicles. So far, so good. Let's get down another object then. Silo down, house down, and the shed is down. Let's go for some random decorations to really make things look alive. We're going to go with decoration, and I think we can put down any sort of barn that we want, a trailer, extra storage. It doesn't do anything aside from just look nice. So let's go ahead and put down like a garage, for example, and let's see if we can put that somewhere just to look as it's a part of the farm. This might be a good spot to put it right over here, so we'll, I think we can put that right over here, and that'll look nice right on the corner. Perfect. All right, fantastic. Let's put down some more decorations then. We'll go ahead and put down a, let's go ahead and put down a farm shed. That should be another nice addition to our little farm. And I think we can put that anywhere in the territory that we own. And you could do the same with horse paddocks or chicken coops. In fact, maybe we'll want to put a chicken coop down now too. Actually, maybe instead of putting that shed down, let's actually try a coop. That's something that I didn't think about before. Let's go with animal pens. Small chicken coop here. Might fit somewhere near the house. Actually, it would be a perfect spot over by the house somewhere, so long as we can fit it in. Let's see. Oh, it's actually quite a large structure, or a large area that it needs in order to function. But let's put it right there. Boom! Look at that. Nice. Another chicken coop down. Unfortunately, I didn't keep the same terrain underneath, so it doesn't look like it fits as much, but at least it's here. And now we have chickens as a new thing. I think we'll have to go to the animal dealership in order to do that. But one little frustrating thing about the game is it will terraform slightly around buildings and structures. So as you can see here, it's kind of completely destroyed our path, and it'll make it difficult for our tractors and such to drive through. So farm layout is very important, and you'll need a lot of room here. But one thing we can do is just put other buildings around this in order to basically block that road off. And we can just have traffic come through over here instead, which is just fine by me. Let's go ahead and put down another building. Let's see if we can put another pen down. Oh, of course, we want our dog, our little doggy. Baxter is our favorite name for our dog. So let's go ahead and put little Baxter's pen down over here. I think right by the house might be good. Right over here would be just perfect. Yep, right over by where we're going to park the truck. Perfect. Little Baxter can go over there. There he is. Hello, Baxter. All right, let's see if we can put down a cow pasture, too. Oh, wow, that's going to be quite a large structure. So, again, you can delete fields if you want to. Keep in mind it'll cost a lot of extra money and might not look so good. You can adjust whether or not you want it to go up or down. So if you press left control and then I believe Q and E, you can change the placement height. So as you can see here, we can lower it into the ground and make it a little flatter or raise it up a little bit. Either way, the ground will have to be adjusted. So just for purposes of getting these down, let's go ahead and put them down here and see if we can do that. It's just going to have to be accepted at some point as soon as it turns green. There we go. And as you can see, it made short work of that farm field, deleting that and making room for the whole cow pasture. Now, a little ugly, but if you wanted to eventually expand your farm, you can get rid of the fields and start using larger fields around in order to start using some of these structures. Look at that. Very nice. Actually, looks quite decent. We can put another structure up here, too, in order to make use of that. So let's go ahead and see if we can put another structure up here. Let's go with maybe a pig pen. Let's see, a sheep enclosure. Actually, maybe a sheep pasture might be good. And we can put that up here as just the same as we did with the cows. Very nice. I don't know if we can fit it in. We might be able to. Let's try over here. Looks like it was going to work. Oh, actually, we could try to raise it up a little bit. But as you can see, placements of buildings is a little tricky and will take some time and definitely some money. It would be nice if there was an option to move structures just in case you misclicked or didn't place them properly. It will take some time for you to place it down. Seems like this one's going to be a little picky, but in any sense, you can see now that we can use our farm fields instead of blank land elsewhere. So once you've dealt with these fields and purchased bigger fields, you'll be able to just upgrade these fields to pastures, which is definitely nice because you'll have it right next to your silo, which you can feed them. We'll switch to something else then, something a little bit more manageable. Let's go back to decorations then, something that we can use. Silos, of course, extensions are some things that we can use. Miscellaneous as well. You can put a vehicle workshop down, which actually works. It does allow you to customize your vehicles at any time. So, for example, if you wanted to change the color of a vehicle, or if you wanted to maybe make a change to a vehicle to for example, have a front loader. That's the type of thing you can do over there. So that actually will work. And let's put down a wood chipper as well. We can put that down anywhere. Actually, we can put it next to our utility barn up here and make it look like it's a part of this structure. So we can put a wood chipper over here and rotate and put it right next to it. Should be able to place that right over here somewhere. Train cannot be deformed as it's already been done at some point. So a little tricky as to where you are allowed to put things. In my mind, this area over here is nice and flat and it's perfect for it. But strangely enough, you have to put it all the way over there, which is weird. But let's try to rotate this again and see if we can put it over here. So far, so good, though. We actually have a usable farm that we can start from scratch with. There we go. Oh, and actually, it's functioning. Very cool. Let's go over and take a look at that. Meanwhile, we also will need to purchase all of our vehicles and implements as well. And when you purchase land, you do get the field for free, and you can make fields anywhere that you want. So keep in mind that if you do purchase a large swath of land, like for example here 19, where we purchased this land before, we can extend this field. We can cut down all these trees and extend field 19 to be even further. So if we teleport over to the farmhouse that we placed down, we can actually see that field 19 can be extended all the way up into the hills if we want to. Not so easy to farm, but definitely making good use of our space. Or we can make another field here too. We don't have to just extend, but a lot more difficult to farm up here. But it is possible. You'll have to get a chainsaw, cut down all the trees, put them into the chipper, clear the land, and then, of course, plow and fertilize and cultivate and all the other things that you would do. Get out of here, birds. All right, the next thing we can do is put down some more decorations or more sheds. Let's take a look and see what they have for storage. Looks like just the typical 3. Let's take a look then at decorations. I want to decorate a little bit more. Let's put down a trailer if we can. and maybe give our workers a place to live, if somewhat decent. There we go. Oh, that was probably the easiest structure to put down. The actual farmhouse can be walked in as well. Check this out. So now that we've placed this building, we can actually go inside. I've seen it... Oh, actually, we can sleep? Oh, I didn't know that was a new function. I've seen before that we can get into the house. I've gone in here before. A different door must be open. But here's little Baxter. Hello, Baxter. Hey, boy. Come here, you. Hey, where are you going? Come here, boy. There you go. Oh, he loves a belly rub. Good boy. All right, come on over. He's going to follow us now. All right, let's go back around the house. I think there should be a way inside the house. Maybe it's not the placeable house. Oh, here it is. This is the front door. To me, that seemed like this is the back door, really. Yeah, actually, because you come into the kitchen. Front door is over there. Maybe that's the hallway to get into the house. I don't know, but here you go. You can actually walk inside the play structure, which is pretty cool. Now, with the ability to play structures like this is going to be immensely cool for mod makers. Imagine all the other placeable structures that might be able to be built. For example, you can build your own sawmill. You can build your own, perhaps maybe your own storage facility for grain that's a little bit more detailed, or even put down your own everything in a map. Maybe build your own town, and then you could drive through it and then go to the other side and store your grain. Very cool that you can put down your own grain silos like that and extend upon it. So if you wanted to put a grain silo extension down, you just put it right next to it. And that's what that extra space is for. So you can put them down to either side and expand upon your grain storage without too much hassle. And of course you can build the small grain silo too, which is then, I think, able to... Oh, actually we could put it down here, couldn't we? Yeah, so then we're able to expand upon the storage here too if we want to, and it'll be a part of that as well. So it'll all go into the same area. Let's go ahead and put down a hayloft just to see how that works. Of course, haylofts are a great way to sell all of your extra hay or store it. I think you can actually sell from here too. I believe you might have the option. And let's just go ahead and put that down. Also, bunker silos. That was cool. What I saw under here is we have the ability to put down our own bunker silo. We have double large or even small. So if you wanted to at least start with getting some of that ready, you can there's at least something you can do. Let's try and see what that would look like. Oh, nice. Wow, big storage there. But again, remember, you'll need space on either side so you don't corrupt your farm. In this initial map in Ravenport, they don't actually give you a lot of space in order to build here, which is a little disappointing. Not a lot of flat space, I should say. So it makes it a little more challenging. But the map in Germany is a little bit flatter and has some pre-laid concrete, so where you can just put down anything that you want in a flat area. Though it still looks like certain structures are supposed to be in certain areas. I'm hoping, by the way, that there will be maps in the future where you can come in, cut down a bunch of trees, and then claim the land all for yourself. That'll be really cool. And that's what I was expecting here. But essentially that's what it is you start with just a scrapyard up here, just some scrap next to some trees, and then eventually you can buy all the land yourself. So actually there's some structures here. We actually have our own farm. This is amazing. Now, unfortunately, one thing I don't like so much, or that I'd like to see changed, is the ability to utilize these barns. And it just doesn't look like... you can actually see inside there. You can see inside the barn, but there is no way to open it up and use it for your own tractors. So it would be nice if you built a structure like this for $60,000, rather than it just looking pretty, then it actually does some sort of a function, that you can open the doors and close the doors, and that'll function just like a shed. Especially if you're going to spend that much money on it. Otherwise, it's almost not worth getting, except for making the farm field and the world look a little bit more alive. Let's go ahead and take a look then at what else we can put down. So again, you can put down sheep pastures, both small and large, pig enclosures, small and large, and a horse paddock, small and large too. So if you want to get some horses, of course, if you want a horse, then you can put it in any of the farm fields and bring your horses over and ride them around your farm. Again, it's probably highly recommended in order to build them off into the sides, into the fields. So what the plan would be then is, my idea would be to delete field 25, 26, and 24, and 19, and then put all your structures there, and then expand to things like 14, 15, 16, 17 when you have bigger fields, or bigger money for bigger fields. Very cool. All right. Well, let's go ahead and see what else we have to put down. I want to go through some of the decorations too, by the way, and make a few comments. One thing that I've seen the developers remove, it looks like we have no longer solar panels, we don't have greenhouses, we don't have windmills. It would be nice that if this is a game where we're going to do more customization, that we actually have more customization options. Otherwise, it feels like we're missing out on quite a bit. We can put down a sandcastle, which is cute, but doesn't really do anything for the farm. So one thing I would like to see is, and perhaps could be very easy, is to see structures like greenhouses back and perhaps anything else that could make us money, such as beehives. Just, you know, spend a little money on something like a beehive to make some more cash, especially when you're spending money on buying land. That would be a big help. Let's go ahead and see if we can put this red barn down somewhere. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can delete things such as the junkyard. This would be a perfect place for the barn if we were able to tow these cars out of here, get rid of the wall and the or the fence there, and then get rid of the 2 trees. It would look really nice next to that white fence and by the American flag there. It would look pretty. Unfortunately, we can't do that. So minor gripes, very minor, considering the fact that we can build our own farm. It's going to be awesome. All right, let's hop over to Germany. Let's do the same thing. I'm going to show you the German map a little bit, and let's go through all those. The structures are all the same, but let's see what else we can do differently in the German map. Let's go. And welcome back. We are in Felsbrunn now in Germany, and this would be our initial site for where our farmstead would be set up. You can actually see on the mini-map there where the buildings would actually be in the vanilla setup of the, I think, the first or second option of either farm manager or just basically get started. So there are kind of difficulty settings in the game by starting from scratch or by doing it this way, but it seems that perhaps just getting started might be the best one if you just want to start rolling right away. So we're going to go ahead and place some buildings down and see if we can get some structures that perhaps look German. I don't know if the farmhouse would look any different, but preferably it would actually look more German. Yes, look at that. There is a difference to that. Looks actually very nice with the garage and everything. So we can put the house anywhere that we would like. We can buy the land, of course, in order to put it out there. But I think what we're probably going to want to do is put our farmhouse out over here and then start putting some buildings down here, like, for example, our grain silo, that type of thing. So perfect area to do that. Let's get started. Then we're going to go back to the map and go for lands. It looks like we can just purchase the one here, and that's all we need in order to put the farm down. In the American map, you'll need to purchase 2 to utilize the whole property. Here it's just 1. So let's go ahead and put down our lizard farmhouse, which is strange that they just like make their own houses, I guess. And I can't tell which side is the garage door open. That looks like the windows on the back side, so let's flip it around this way. There we go. And let's see if we can flip it over to this side here. Alright, that's going to be pretty close to being perfect. We'll put it right there. Very nice. Okay, very good, very good. I wish we could actually spray paint the ground a little bit. I think that'd be a nice feature to make it look a little more realistic. Make it look as if we built a driveway here or something along those lines. This is looking good. Raises the land a little bit here. Quite the bump, but if you stay to the left side, you should be okay. But as you see here, it would be nice if we could, you know, spray paint the land and put down a driveway. But again, minor complaint. And we can go inside the German house as well. I don't think we can open any of the doors, but... Oh, wow. Yeah, we got the old-style kitchen and everything in here. And a little laptop over there with apparently the picture of what this actually looks like. Or at least it looks like it. Alright, let's go back outside. Let's start placing some more stuff. We'll stand here on the doorstep. And let's put down a bigger shed this time. Let's use the big shed. And let's see if we can put that down maybe over... Actually, you know what? Instead of using the big one, let's use the medium size. Oh, wow. It actually doesn't look anything like the picture. It's actually a literal storage barn. Oh, it kind of does. There we go. Alright, let's start with the smaller one then. And we'll put that over here, I think. Very nice. That looks like it fits. And then let's go with a storage silo. We'll go with a smaller one for starters. And we can put that pretty much anywhere. I think we could put that, maybe tuck that in over here. Let's actually make it over here so we can make a path. Oh, that looks nice. Cool. And then let's go ahead and put down an extra storage silo. And a red barn. Let's see if they have any different decorations for Germany, as their style would be a little different in the buildings. Decoration. Oh, looks like... oh, they have different buildings. Farm barn, farm garage, and farm storage shelter. These can actually be utilized. Huh, unlike the American one, where they're just kind of more for looks. Let's take a look and see what this actually looks like. So on the other side here is... Oh, this can actually be used. Well, so much for a decoration. We could park a huge harvester or something under here. That actually is useful. Very nice. See, that's what we need in the game, is more things for usability. Unfortunately, we have to walk out... I guess we can walk out there. Perfect. All right, that can actually be used. That's good. Let's go for more decorations. Let's see what happens with the farm barn. And I think we can... oh, that's a big territory right there. Cannot be terraformed. Let's just put it over here, just to see what it looks like. That is something a little different than a barn. This is huge. Actually, we can put vehicles in here. Well, that is kind of different. This one can actually be used. The American one just more buildings for decoration. This, you could actually drive a tractor in here. Unfortunately, you can only open one of the doors. But if you wanted to park a couple of tractors and implements in here, you can definitely do that. You could store a pickup truck in there even, and a bunch of tools. Very large, though, for just a garage, essentially. I don't know if we can climb this ladder. Let's see. Oh, we sure can. All right, well, we better stay down for now. Let's take a look at what other things we can put down under Miscellaneous. Yes, you have your water station, your chipper, and these are sold directly to the sawmill, too. So if you're looking to clear land around your around your initial start, you can use that, and that'll be really perfect to bring all the logs back to one place without having to haul them out, and it sells them directly, so you'll still get money for it. All right, we can put our little storage building there. Let's put a water station down here. It would be nice if we had a storage area for all of our, like, for example, our seeds. That would be kind of cool. Let's try to see what else we can put down here. And there's more stuff under objects. Of course, bales and things like that that we can buy for our horses or for our cows, whatever we might need. Let's see. Most of these decorations have actually been functional. And I suspect this last one is too. Boy, what's up? The Germans are getting all the storage buildings. America just kind of gets a $60,000 square. That's it. This is kind of nice that we can actually build our own farm. I do like that. You know, the other thing that's missing from placeables that I just thought of is trees. No more ability to put down trees. Look at that. Perfect for your truck. Wow, the German map gets so much more. That's actually kind of concerning. All right, hey, devs, boy, it'd be really nice to have some trees in here so I could decorate my landscape. It'd be nice to have some fences in here. It'd be nice to have maybe some seed silos that I could put down. Like, for example, if I am a corn farmer, it'd be nice to actually, you know, have like an area to store all my seeds for grass and corn and whatever else. I mean, it'd just be nice to see like a thing of pallets and fertilizer or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. I know that you can do that on other maps as well. So no greenhouses, no trees, no fences, nothing. We need some more placeables. I don't see any other tabs for it either, which is a little meh. But at least we can build our own properties now. And you can see that that cost us almost about $1 million to put down some storage barns and some areas for our houses and to actually buy the land itself too. So I guess minor things that I'd like to see upgraded that I think would make a huge difference. What do you think? Do you think trees and light posts and the ability to put down fences and put down, for example, like areas to store things would be a big difference for you, other than just storing grain, just storing vehicles, or perhaps storing some smaller equipment such as your implements and such? Maybe that'd be a nice big thing to see. One more thing I do want to put down though is I did see this before. Where was it? Animal pens. I want to put down a large horse paddock and see exactly how big that gets. Let's go ahead and put that down as well as we build our very own farm. Oh, this is perfect. That's a nice area to put that. That seems like that belongs there. That is wonderful. Let's go see how big this is. It's going to be on the other side of the house. Well, it's going to be a long run. $251,000. Remember, not only do you have to pay for the structure, but you also have to pay for any sort of terraforming. So if you're not building on land that is completely flat, such as we did with the house, it's going to cost you more. So not only do you have to pay for buying the land, not only do you have to pay for the construction cost, but you also have to pay for the terraforming. And in the case of the horses, you also have to pay $5,000 for the horses as well. So terraforming on the hardest difficulty is no joke. That is legitimately difficult. This is nice. This is a good area for all the horses to be in. Very nice. Now, I wonder if I put a structure down here and I see, like, for example, the sugar beet, like we got a row of sugar beets here. How would I get rid of these? We can't just plow these out, right? Actually, I think there is a way to get rid of these. I think if we go to implement or tools and we look for, I think there's under miscellaneous, is there a roller? Oh, what is this? Oh, yeah, there we go. With this machine, you can restore initial ground state, otherwise delete fields is what it's known as. Very nice. Trailed lifter? Hitch for tractors without one. Oh, very nice. And then, of course, your transport for fuel, which is typically what that's used for. Very nice. And a very beautiful castle up top, too. Now, this makes me very excited for mods. It'll be great to see lighting packs, fences packs, bridges, and more. Wouldn't that be amazing to build your farm on the other side of a river and then be able to build a bridge across, decorate, put trees down, put lighting down, and be able to go farm wherever you want to? And instead of using the farmland that the game has given you, imagine the mod makers in the future who are going to make maps that you have to start from complete scratch, where there's no farm fields at all, and you got to go and do everything yourself. That would be something to be amazed by. Now, the vanilla game, very, very, very good. A wonderful, strong foundation for mod makers who go crazy to build onto. And if you don't like mods as well, the vanilla game very solid as well, especially for consoles. Again, if you're looking to get Farming Simulator 19, make sure you check it out on Steam for PC, PS4, and Xbox, and make sure you check the pricing on wherever you get your games. And of course, it comes out November 20th, 2018. So keep that date in mind. It's coming up quick, or it's already here, depending on how many videos I make. So anyway, if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and click or tap that like button, and let me know you'd like to see more Farming Simulator 19 on the channel. This was really fun, and I had an enjoyable time building and putting things down and building my own farm. I like that. I think I'll stick to the vanilla ones because the mods do it best. But with more tools, us creators ourselves can do so much more. Thanks everyone for subscribing, liking, and commenting and all that good stuff. Let me know what you think about the building aspects of the game. What more you want to see in there. The devs may see this, so pile on your ideas and solutions to certain things. That'd be really cool. So I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Take care. Crazy Dino Man out. I'll see you on the farm next time, everybody. Bye-bye.